to be facilitating, not inshallah, Allahu Akbar, whatever God desires for my death is what God will determine. Like, that's how fucking stupid you are, okay? And Diego doesn't help you because he himself is a Jew deranged syndrome, neo-Nazi retard. I really encourage you to read that link thoroughly, maybe record it so we know you actually read it, you know, that kind of shit, because there's no confirmation that you actually fucking read anything and that you're both probably extremely fucking brain rotted out at this point from being in ultra derecha for years. It's called brain rot, stupid. Hello? Is anybody even in the fucking brain capsule anymore? Hello? Is there anybody up there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me in your fucking brain? Is there anything there anymore? Hello?
When I look and I saw the people who I saw the most of were women.
Is that Mohammed?
You didn't realize the majority of people are in Jahannam are women because they're deficient in mind? You didn't know that?
That's amazing. Are you still there?
There's another one that talks about the majority of people are women and black people.
So he hated black people too?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're white and you go to Jahannam, then your face turns black. And if you're black and you go to Jannah, then your face turns white.
One of the most interesting geographic...
That is true.
Whiteness is associated with white, not race.
Why did Muhammad trade 2 black slaves for 1 Arab slave? When the slave came to him and he says that he wanted to take a shot.
Why is Israel starving houses?
Why are you whataboutism? Why are you obfuscating? Why are you obfuscating? Why is it when the Arab man came to Muhammad and he said he wanted to take his shahada, Muhammad said, no, because you're a slave, you must go to your master. And then he traded 2 black slaves for the Arab slave. Why is that? Why is that? What is the punishment if you call Muhammad a black man? Do you know what it is?
You cannot do that either?
No, you put to death.
Oh, Jesus.
Because Muhammad says his skin is so white, it's white as his clothes.
He was a racist.
Oh, the full-blown racist. And he loved the super, super white pasty women too. Everybody does. Of course they do.
I knew that was going to be said next.
No, because it's true.
Why are they starving the people? Why can't I stop talking about the starving people?
So fucking annoying.
But that's the sound that's been going on for the last year in Gaza.
Yeah, but nobody said that yesterday at Ben Gurion Airport.
You win the war. How?
Why are you being such a violent person?
Oh, we win the battle. Well, did you win the war? No, we win the war.
Huh?
Isa, what's the meaning of the name Isa? Do you know?
Jesus.
No.
What is it?
The meaning of Isa is the semen of a stallion. You should look it up. The word Isa actually means semen of a stallion. Look it up. See if I'm right. See if I'm true.
Well, that's good. It's a stallion.
Look up Isa and Asar.
Are you gonna relate them again?
Isabella, I'm just saying you are a queen to us here on Clown House, but you know how Isa, how's your job going with the people in Qatar?
Are you Israeli, son?
Good. We had a call yesterday.
Oh, good. I had a dream about you.
Son, are you an Israeli?
That drives me crazy.
So you have Israeli citizenship?
No.
That's crazy. Atheist Jew.
I didn't say I was an atheist.
Sound like one.
Nope.
He believes in Allah.
And his prophet.
Who's recording the room?
Yeah, why is that?
What do you mean?
Happy birthday.
He said death to Palestine. His speaker baby talking.
So, Princessia, what we are suggesting that you do is read those 25 cognitive distortions and see.
Stop talking to me. I don't want you to talk to me. Talk to somebody else.
Okay, Diego, I want to address you and let you know that essentially the Ultra Dereche room has been a huge waste of time for you and for everyone else. Yes, I have been recording all these stupid rooms, but anyways, I'm just saying I got a lot of shit I gotta do, and I got like books to read, and I gotta go to the gym before I got my call with the psychologist tonight at 6 o'clock, where I can tell her that I've been addicted.
You have a call with a psychologist?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her about social audio and how I've been recording myself for many years to try to figure out a solution for mental health problems. This has been a social science recording experiment. You've all been a part of it.
To listen to the Bears.
Who would name their kid Rich if they were Jews?
Hey, my cousins, their last names are Rich.
For all we know, his name is Yaakov.
Yeah. Or
Might be.
You guys never even asked me my Hebrew name.
John, Esau. What's my name?
We know what your Hebrew name is.
What's my Jonathan?
Jonathan, it could be another one.
It's Jonathan.
I told this Chabad rabbi that he's like, what's your Hebrew name? I said, my middle name is Zachary. He goes, we don't have middle names. I was like, whoa, take it easy, Rabbi.
They don't ever?
They don't even name their kids after their father.
No, I think the tradition is to name your son after the grandfather. But I don't have any kids, so I've never had to Google those things yet. But anyways, Hugo Boss is making military.
You can thank the U.S. military and testing those vaccines on you for that.
You know, that's the most fucked up part is that I did take a lot of injections and I had no idea what they were putting inside of me. And that's probably why I'm sterile.
You're sterile?
I'm probably sterile from the military, yeah.
They force you to take injections?
Yeah, they pump you up full of all kinds of shots and shit. It's like a
You
rat line.
You sign a contract where you let them do it to you.
Yeah, they use you as an experiment. I literally sat in some of the dirtiest, most nasty old facilities, and then some fucking woman's like, "Here's your shot, ka-ching,
And you know what?
ka-ching,
You know what we would do,
ka-ching."
Isa? We would just, since we were in a more elite group, we would just have them write us as if we had gotten vaccinated, but we didn't actually get vaccinated.
But then they have a record?
Yeah, they have a record. It says that you got vaccinated, but you don't actually do it. You're not like John.
Yeah, they did. They also did the ones where it wasn't even like an injection. It was like, you know, the one where it's like, you know, like what I don't know what they call
That's
it.
the anthrax one, right?
Yeah, I know which one.
What is that? I wonder. I could Google it. But the point is,
I think it's the anthrax one.
I sat through a lot of shots. Every time you go in.
A lot of shots.
Anyways, yeah. This one woman's like, "You're so calm. I can't believe how calm you are. Your blood pressure, your heart rate, like you're so like you've done this before, haven't you?" I was like, "Yeah."
Sometimes.
You go to the VA hospital, they're like, "Do you want to get a flu shot? Do you want to get a vaccine booster update? Do you want to get another booster? Do you want to get another booster?" You're like, "No, bitch, I got fucking this problem, that problem. I don't need a fucking injection again. Leave me the fuck alone." All they want to do, they want to inject you.
Do you still get injections?
No, I mean, no, hell no.
When was your last one?
It's been a long time. It's been like 20 years since I've had to get a forced injection from the government. I resisted the last time I wrote a religious exemption letter.
The uterus and the testicles.
They said, if you don't get injected, you're fired. Sincerely, Dr. Fauci.
Did you finish watching the movie deal?
Which movie?
The Contra?
No, I never finished it.
Oh my god.
My dad told me a little bit about it. There's a Mexican,
Yeah,
right?
Very fucked up.
Matrix. Oh no. Hashem hates him.
Isn't this Matrix like very deep?
Allahu Alam.
I don't want to call it Matrix.
No one can hear you.
Oh my
You
God.
are in the
The
matrix.
Holy Spirit says enough of you. See?
No one can hear you. You're in the matrix. Your Jew hate is at an end. Your propaganda's come to an end. You're in the
How dare
matrix.
you? We're all in the Matrix.
You're in the matrix.
John, you guys are just a construct of my mind.
The truth is, there is no spoon, and when you realize that there is no spoon, you can do whatever you want to the spoon.
I think that's the only way to stop religious extremism on a huge level.
But if it's just the power of information, like, I think that, like, the place where you stop it is not when you have to pull out guns. It's at the place where they're like,
It's like, whoa.
hey, gay
Okay.
people are just...
What's the difference?
Exactly. You always would believe that.
Say, go away, Palestine.
All right.
Go away, Palestine.
Go with Palestine. Just Palestine. Free Palestine.
Free
Say
Palestine!
free Israel from Palestine.
Free Palestine!
Israel from Palestine.
No more Hamas, no more crime!
Say
Free
Oh
Palestine!
my God, Dawn. Jesus Christ, Richard.
Free Palestine from Hamas now! Free the hostages, hurrah!
You said they
Hey,
adopted
wait, I like
children
Hamas.
very early.
Hamas.
What do you
Well,
like
that
the
most people,
Palestinians?
you know,
Yeah.
aren't really
The Jews do.
doing it the way that it
Yeah,
was
so
done a
the
couple thousand years
Palestinians.
ago.
We're trying to catch up.
Anyone else find Clubhouse to like be glitching and it's like
it
the
says
worst
here
it's
that
ever been?
Enclave Isa is directed by a guy named Edward Berger, who is clearly hired because of his talent in movie making. But I'm just saying, you know.
Say hi.
Hello.
You're just saying what?
Why does Daddy waste so much time here talking about nothing, making fun of the Muslims?
Say, go and sleep.
I've seen movies that show a trend towards Judaism. Like, God, what's the name of that movie? Hold on. Yep.
Say it again.
Like brain.
He said night night.
Night.
Bye bye. Say bye bye.
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 Remember, this is what they unalived on.
Why is Daddy here so much talking to Muslims about surahs and hadith?
Yes, dear.
Can you read the description of this film, please?
Of course. Whatever is that?
Daniel, this is a recording of Diego and Princessia and their never-ending Jew hate bullshit.
Nobody wants to see babies dead.
Yeah, they do. All the Palestinians do.
Hello?
I just want to see.
Yeah. Which one's standing in the street screaming, "Kill all the Jews"?
I am collaborating with Hamas and ISIS, and we will rid the world of your terrorism.
I just can't fire you. Okay, this is the end of the 2017 film directed by
Can you call up my friend and
I'm gonna read this real quick. Disobedience is a 2017 romantic drama film directed by Sebastian Lalo and written by Lalo and Rebecca Linklater,
Do
based
the
on the
Skeletor.
2006 novel of the same name by Naomi Alderman. The film stars Rachel Weisz and Rachel McAdams and Alessandra Nivola. Set in North London, it tells the story of a woman who returns to the strict Orthodox Jewish community for her father's funeral after living in New York for many years. Having been
You know, Daniel, you may think that this is extreme content with a title like this, but I assure you, Clown House
is full of polarization.
Dude, don't be annoying.
Disobedience had its world. You want to read the plot?
Kick him. He can't help himself.
New York
Can you mute Rachel? Oh my
I
god.
may have to kick him.
No, don't kick him. Just mute him.
I'm gonna put him on ice. Okay.
This is the plot. New York photographer Ronette, known as Ronnie in the United States, returns to her childhood home in North London.
Alright, show nice there.
Returns to her childhood home in North London after her father, the old Rapishka, succumbs to pneumonia.
Daniel, can you go in this room? It's called Hugo Boss is making military uniforms again. We're back, baby. Ultra Derecha by Diego. The San Diego loser. Clown House hero. Nazi hero. Clown House zero.
Dobin invites Ronan to stay with them. They attend Shabbat dinner at her Uncle Moshe's house, where she's questioned by the guests about changing her name, and they tell her she should get married because that is
Boring! Try reading something better. Nobody cares. This is stupid. A waste of time.
Oh shit, Rich. My bad. I'm not used to this profile. I don't think it's like some fucker.
Upset, Esty tenderly kisses Ronette, who initially resists before reciprocating. Esty confesses to having asked Ronette to be notified of her
Diego's a
father's death
dandruff
after
sufferer.
desiring to see her again. She also reveals her unhappiness for life choices taking
He's
place on
basically
Rob's
a
advice
Mexican
and her strong
supremacist.
belief in Hesher. It is revealed that Ronette and Esty were caught in a
I don't know if you know this, but you can actually
romantic
convert to
fight
Mexican
when they were younger, leading Ronette
because
to
it was
leave the
a
United Kingdom.
republic. So
Neither has been with another
if you
woman
want, you
since.
can become
So
Mexican.
is this a homosexual couple?
Yeah, it's two women. And you get to watch Rachel McAdams and Rachel Weisz get it on.
See, this is where Diego can be kind of redeeming because of his media culture contributions to the content, but at the end of the day, Diego's pathetic, and Diego and Nora are both facing jail time.
No, it's okay. No, it's just there's not much of a plot. I'm surprised there's not much to explain.
Hi, welcome to Super Stupid Hypnosis.
The Orthodox Jewish community. He's talking do you see a connection, Zach, between basically doing one of the first sensory experiences for a child having to do with their genitals and the overly sexual nature of many Jewish stories?
She says, Melissa says, stop spurging, Rich. How are you making that horrible noise, by the way? I found it to be very funny.
That's not. I'm asking you about Jewish stories.
How do you know?
I love that I grew up in an atheist household. They named me Rich. I never see it coming.
I'm just asking you if he sees a connection.
I don't know. I just like religion in terms of information consumption and relaxation and meditation. I don't understand.
But I'm like a Cobra.
You have to go to another account, John. I can't
the idea. You're like, what's his given name? Richard? Oh, he's not a
moved
Jew.
him so many times.
Well, he was doing very well.
COVID
I
spy
didn't care
for
about
that,
his
yeah.
rants because he wasn't interrupting. So it was fine. It's just when he gets in a mood, then he starts doing his little troll thing, and that's when we have to put him on ice. Like worms before you go fishing or something.
Well, it didn't.
Muslims
second,
also circumcised.
you had a second spur on.
No, it's arguably worse, Zach. Is Muslims circumcised?
Strong men.
Muslims circumcise often when these
Also
kids are
cry.
conscious, meaning they're 5-6 years old.
No, do they?
Yes.
They just circumcised in the hospital.
No.
No.
No, that's.
They hold these boys down. Ask your brothers.
They were circumcised as babies. Here,
Is that what they tell you?
100%. They were all circumcised as babies
I don't
in the
believe it.
hospital.
I don't believe it.
I'm gonna ask my mother right
So
now.
let me get this right. So they were circumcised by a Jewish doctor? That's what you want me to believe?
Huh?
They were circumcised by a Jewish
See,
doctor?
this is where Robert Taylor therapy comes in, where he's like so delusional
Yeah, maybe
himself.
because of Christians.
Do you think it was a Christian that circumcised
You
your
realize
child?
Diego is like a stupid child who never grew up.
I mean,
His parents really must have spoiled
Maybe
him.
you were born in Christian hospitals, Nora.
the hospitals were called Central Baptist Hospital.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
Christian hospitals.
Let's do it. Let's do the experiment right now. Okay, Nuna, open up Central Baptist Hospital right now and see who's running it and who the top surgeons are.
Let's see. It's called Baptist Health now. Let me see. Baptist Health.
Are you gonna pretend your parents didn't circumcise you?
Who, me?
No, not you. Obviously not you.
Isa,
I bet
you
your
can
dad is
arrange
circumcised as well.
everybody what we did at the Bitcoin conference.
I bet your dad is circumcised as well.
Oh my god. Now you want my dad too? You want to see what he gets in
Did
between his
you
legs?
circumcise your kids?
Are you crazy?
I don't know.
I mean, I might be a Jewish
Because
wannabe, but I'm not that
your
bad.
wife must be Eastern Orthodox.
What's wrong with that?
That they circumcise as well.
Oh my god, you're so mistaken. Nobody in Europe is circumcised, Isa.
Nobody, huh?
Except for the Jews and the Muslims.
Yeah, most people in the UK, most men are not.
See? Melissa says from experience.
But they are also, a lot of them are atheists, so.
That's what they're gonna be doing over there, Musanda. This is your father speaking. When you go there, son, do not think that you are black. Just know that you are better than these people, right? That's what they tell you before you come in. Now there's a black household in America. The mother is telling the son, "Them fucking Africans, bro, they come over here, they hate you. They don't like you. They want to take from you."
And barbaric.
And it's actually not anything in scripture that.
So, if you look it up, it's about 15 to 20% of men in the UK only.
John, I can't bring you up.
That's very interesting.
Well, why don't you make mod your somebody else and then.
Assalamu alaikum. Daddy's
Yeah,
back.
Alright, I'll mod you.
Mod me up.
Yeah, I'm reliable.
Do not moderate whatever you do.
Yeah, don't
Hey, hey, Diego, give me moderator.
Diego, give me moderator.
Give me Diego. Or I'll
Oh
fuck
my
you.
god, Frankie's retarded.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking
Just
slut.
kick him
Go
out.
there.
Kick him
Go
out.
fuck you in the ass, bitch. Rico, the
Kick
fuck
him
you.
out.
You
You
fucking.
see how he talks? You know, that's
I know, that's horrible.
That's at least I don't know what you guys like. That's
It's horrible. But
you say it's horrible, but you know what? These men are raised by you. They're raised by Muslim women, so their horrible hearts are as a
Diego,
result of what's.
stop.
I support the Armenian genocide.
No joke. I have heard you say some of the most
Frankie, I definitely
horrible things I've ever heard.
Yeah, but for every Frankie, there's always a course.
I'm going to buy a Canik pistol right now.
You support the Armenian.
Do you acknowledge it, though?
I don't remember saying horrible things. Did I just hear
It
that
was
right?
just her subconscious leaking out in the elevator.
You support the Armenian genocide, Rich?
Yeah, I support the Armenian genocide. I'm going to buy a Turkish-made firearm right now.
Oh my gosh.
I already have a bunch of them.
I heard horrible things being
Let
said.
me Yeah, sending money to Turkey. I'm gonna buy a shitload of Canik pistols.
Afwan Habibi, Frankie, please don't interrupt.
Remove faggots from the room, Diego.
Yeah, move Isa, the faggot from the room. This
Bye,
daughter of the.
My friend, can you take him?
No. We know about Rico. Who's the next one? You fucking go to his room. You removed him from the Bitcoin conference just to go right there. You bitch, slut, don't have it.
Jesus Christ. this
Thank
guy
God.
is a faggot.
That's not how I like to start out my afternoons.
Good.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu
All
Akbar.
the proceeds for this clubhouse room, all the proceeds will go to buy more Canik firearms for me.
So, my friend, I saw your Instagram video with those lovely ladies making baskets. And then, as I was at Walgreens, I saw a magazine about baskets. And I was going to send you a picture of these baskets, but I was like, fuck it, I got to go. So, I didn't send you the picture. But
There you go. Good story.
some people, I love it when people say, oh, you're like an underwater basket weaver. And I'm like, motherfucker, have you ever made a basket in your life? Because I haven't. And I know it's pretty complicated. So, don't fuck with a basket maker. That's what I'm saying.
It's hard. Yeah, thank you for inspiring me, by the way, to start filming my things because you're right. If I just film the thing, then you have the fucking thing, and you filmed it.
Then you got a fucking library at the end of the day. And next thing you know, your Patreon is at $10,000 a month because you're doing something innovative. You're making communication videos. Oh my God, who would have thought? Send me your money. Send me $10 right now. And then you got $10.
Yeah, by the way, if anybody in this room would like to donate $1 to me, you can sign up. Daniel, free my nigga Daniel. Yeah, sign up on Patreon.
Daniel's here. Daniel should be able to give you, Diego, great insight about your neurosis and your neuroticism.
Free my nigga Daniel. For my educational videos.
How did you find this?
Oh, can you bring up Daniel, please?
How did you escape chillism and find this room?
Escape chillism?
He escaped. I've never seen him in another
chillism
room.
is a super brain rot pit of hell. Welcome, Daniel, to Diego's neurotic room of neuroticism.
Tell her this is all a simulation.
Who escaped chillism? Rich?
Rich. So his name's Rich.
Yeah, she knows. Oh my God, you know this number? And I don't know also phone number.
Yeah, you don't have it. Oh, no, you don't have it.
It's Rich. What's up?
Cash in those pink tickets, gentlemen.
Melissa is from the old retard clubhouse rooms with Randy and all of them. And she's known as Melissa Popolo.
Yeah, it's true.
Melissa what? Melissa what? She knows?
It's a nickname I did not.
Melissa's a Terry supporter, Daniel.
A Terry supporter.
Yeah, she's a Terry supporter. She's getting dicked down by a Lebanese guy.
There we go.
But that's because she's in love with a Muslim. That's
Yeah,
not,
she's in
we're
love with a Muslim. Even though she's not a Muslim.
Well, Lebanese are also Christian.
Yeah, no,
Lebanese are also Christians.
No,
Yeah,
those are Muslim.
hers is a Muslim.
Inshallah, what happened?
Sexy.
As I said, we're not together anymore.
They are?
We're still
Oh, I
obsessed.
didn't know this. Sorry, I didn't know this. I was,
She's not getting dicked down by the Muslim anymore.
They will be forever obsessed.
I didn't know this.
So, Daniel, I don't know if you can look at my PTR.
Whenever it counts, I'm glad.
Daniel, look at my PTR. It's called a checklist of cognitive distortions.
It was my choice. It wasn't.
She knows.
Oh, Isha, you said his knuckles cut.
Yeah, of course he has to be circumcised. He's a Jew.
Yeah, of course. We're all
And even after that, they left a lot.
Yeah, a little extra cut.
just trim it from the, just do the
They call Daniel the Hebrew hammer.
How do you call it?
Hebrew hammer. Hebrew hammer.
The Hebrew
Hammer.
Yeah, the Hebrew schmeckle. The giant hammer schmeckle.
Raboyna Shalom. Let's get back to the topic.
But they cut like half the dick off for them.
Yeah. Why do Muslims do it, by the way? I never.
Because they're copying the Jews. They're plagiarizers like the Prophet.
That's true, but what is the excuse that they tell their people? We have a story around it.
Because Muhammad had some stank on his dick and had a little cheese under the hood. And then he woke up the next morning and he's like, Allah told me last night to cut my schmeckle. And they're like, okay, Muhammad.
How do you say Jesus Christ in Muslim?
Isa. It's semen of a stallion.
Damn. Are you sure it's not the semen of a bull?
Did you not know that Isa means semen of a stallion?
It means semen of a bull.
No, that's true, Isa.
I think he's bullshitting.
What do you think about the Muslim conquest of Spain?
So are you familiar with Ahmed ex-Muslim, David?
Wait, somebody was trying to talk, Richard. You need to allow.
Oh no, this is John.
He's autistic.
Yes.
This is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some Jew haters started singing it and not knowing what it was. Their neurotic behavior took them over just because they're dumb as fuck. Their names are Diego and his Noura ISIS supporter. Her name is Noura Bandura Princessia. She's got a public defender. Oh boy, she's gonna get deported in a first of a come trials, Diego. So wait.
Where is he going to get deported? She was born in the U.S.
Oh, my mic is on? I didn't even know my mic was on.
That was him just wishful thinking. Now he cannot deport.
Diego, when you do go to jail, I will send you $10. 10, not 11, 10, not 9 for your commissary account.
I'm talking to you right now.
I got you, bro. You can get
We'll send you 10.
probably get 3 bags of Cheetos.
High shekels. In Jews, we send you high shekels, which is 18 shekels.
She will send you shekels. That's amazing.
No, but it's 18 because we do high. High is 18.
It's so expensive in Israel.
No, but it's shekels, so it comes out to like $4.50. It just sounds more.
Diego, do you think if you spent a month living in Israel, maybe your attitude might change? Just a question I'm asking.
I think that Barstool Sports thinks so.
I can tell you that
What do you mean Barstool Sports thinks so?
Oh, so he paid the guys that wrote "Fuck the Jews." He paid for them to go to Holocaust Museum.
And what happened?
And I don't think you need to go for a month. I think if you go for like a week, 10 days, you already be converted.
I went for 24 hours one time.
Did you leave
Yeah,
the
you
airport
went to just at the airport doesn't count.
They did keep me at the airport for a long time.
Yeah, of course, you look like a Muslim.
What a shock. Why would they do something like this to you? You're the last person.
I mean, I come as a guest to your house and you hold me in a cell for like 6 hours?
Yeah. Were you invited by any of the house members?
Zach, don't tell them that, but just tell them that you approved. There was good reason.
How do you call this? Like not exclusive.
Diego, do you have a traumatic brain injury? Like, did you get kicked in the head or something by a donkey when you were a kid?
Are you asking Diego?
Yeah, it's actually a great question. I mean, I don't know if you heard what Randy said earlier, but he said he notices a pattern within Nora. Basically, meaning if you are polarized in one area, it means that like you're not like there's something going on neurochemically, intelligent-wise, communicate. Like, what is it about this topic? You know that you actually think that. How do you determine that this is a good usage of your time? Essentially.
Who's he talking to?
You,
Diego.
Diego doesn't get on this app unless he's doing something else. Which y'all knows.
He's talking to you, you kike.
I'm a kike? I don't even use that language.
No, Diego.
Why are you always concerned with the usage of other people's time?
Because I'm sitting here creating a documentary.
Do you think of all of us as goyim?
No, I'm recording.
To be your slave?
I'm actually interested in human psychology or brain science to figure out why people do what it is that they do. Like, why do you think you've created a room called Hugo Boss is making military uniforms again? We're back, baby. Like, what is it that you think you're organizing? What is it? How do you value your time? You have kids, you have supposedly some wife, some robot that lives in your jalopy. I've randomly seen you at a gas station, and yet here you are still creating Jew hate stupid rooms about really stupid. It's a waste of time. It is a show about nothing.
Ain't nobody hating on the Jews, and we have plenty of reason to do so, but ain't nobody hating on the Jews.
I'm just saying your general theme or category is Jew hate. It's not like you're teaching anything. You're just creating a milieu of Jew hate. If Resistance was in here, he'd be running his mouth for 10 minutes. If some other Jew hater was in here, you give him 10 minutes.
Resistance is horrible. Is the Resistance your friend, Diego?
Resistance? No, I think he's kind of annoying, but he can be funny.
He got raped in jail. This is the reason why he's gone, right?
I don't want John to get confused. Just because everything that a human can possibly consume is in some way, form, published, authored, controlled, edited, or somehow connected to a Jew, that doesn't mean that criticism of that thing is equal to Jew hate.
Okay, all or nothing Jew speech again. Good job.
You blame us because we do shit, but you are like all like doing nothing, and then you blame us because we do shit.
John, can you imagine if he went and had a DNA test done? There was like 6% Ashkenazi or Sephardi.
So annoying.
Just because my family's from Spain?
Oh yeah, there's definitely some Sephardi in there.
So you have some Sephardic in you.
Guaranteed does.
Yeah, maybe this is all just a self-exploration to find out who you really are.
That's right.
So the kike was appropriate when I used it, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
You're a self-hating praxeologist.
That's just another example.
That might have been the funniest joke I've ever said in my life. A self-hating praxeologist. Never heard of that one before. That was fucking
You guys
genius.
can't think you're gonna have a hit every single time. You know what I mean?
A self-hating, self-taught economist.
Some stuff is gonna be more popular than others. Me myself, I like the story of Jesus Christ.
What was it like when you met your girlfriend or your wife or whoever the fuck that robot was that I saw that didn't even look in my direction? What was it like when you met her in Ukraine and like you couldn't even speak Ukrainian and she was just speaking another language and you're like, yeah, let's have some kids, baby. She's like, da, and you're like, great, let's move to California. And now you got all these kids with her and she probably you probably don't even talk to her.
John, there's a lot of Ukrainian Jews too.
I mean, who wants to talk to their wife? Honestly.
Honestly, it sounds to me like you're miserable. Good luck and Godspeed.
Okay. I guess maybe I should be more like my boy Rico, who likes them nice and intelligent and opinionated.
I'm saying just happy.
That's the worst.
It's hard to find a happy person.
You know who was the best? Helen Keller.
Oh my god. You guys are unbelievable.
I mean, I like.
I think you actually should imitate Rico. Yeah.
There's a person on Twitter that likes to troll like the profiles because they're like ignorant. So she wrote something like, "How come if Helen Keller was blind and deaf, how did she write her journal?"
What?
Meaning well, she wrote it a bit interesting, like referring to Anne Frank because they could never mind. Maybe it's in my head. What?
That's Richard's kid.
Oh.
He says he's making him into an
He
IDF.
said, I support Israel. He did,
I mean, Diego, you're not at all concerned. You're not at all concerned about Nora or like.
I love IDF.
What happened? What happens to Nora, Diego? Like, how far does your relationship go with her? Like, are you going to accept personal responsibility for her?
Princesa?
Yeah, for Princessia, because, you know.
John, what if he finds out his wife is a Jew?
I don't think she's Jewish. I've seen her. She doesn't look Jewish, but Diego actually looks maybe like he's a patrilineal Jew, or a second generation maternal Jew.
Where he goes, funny, she doesn't look Jewish.
See, you are Jewish. Are you listening to yourself? You're Jewish. You're definitely Jewish. You fit the pattern. You're neurotic. You make Jewish jokes. Oh my God, you're actually a second level removed Jew. You're hating on yourself.
Jewish princesses are often attracted to money and power, and I have both, and you know it.
So what you're saying is you're just bored and lonely.
John, your lackeys are amazing.
Maybe you should look into therapy. Like, look at my PTR and actually read the cognitive distortion disorders, and maybe you'll get some better, insight into self. And then you'll improve your communication with your, now defunct wife who doesn't respect you, and that you drive around in an old jalopy. And, you're going to be happy again, Diego. And then you'll stop with all your Jew hate derangement syndrome and ruining people's lives by fueling their own neuroticism, and thus remove the neuroticism from yourself. I am complete. Don't call us, we'll call you.
It's crazy.
I mean, what would Jesus do? Do you think if Jesus was alive in 2025, he'd create clown house rooms, 40 hours a week about Jews? No. Jesus would be at the beach relaxing with a Corona.
I think if Jesus was on Clubhouse, Diego would be doing rooms about him, saying that he was crazy for loving the Jews. He would hate on Jesus.
He would strike Diego down.
I don't know why I get accused of neuroticism.
Because you are. You're one of John's lackey trolls. One of his fanboys.
It says here that neuroticism is a trait associated with negative emotions. I'm usually the one laughing the most.
No, I laugh the most.
Deep-seated childhood issues, Diego.
It says here, it's one of the big 5 traits. Someone who is more likely to experience feelings such as anxiety, worry, fear, anger, shame, frustration, envy, jealousy, pessimism, guilt, depressed mood, and loneliness. I can't be lonely. I'm surrounded by children.
And crazy women.
Yeah, but I love them.
Yeah, but you got Alvin Bragg up your fucking ass, seizing your cash, busting into your apartment, your laundromat operation's been thrown to the ground. You fucking lost everything. When you lose your money in the Jewish religion, they say that's like losing your soul. So obviously, Diego, you're here to reinflate your ego because you lost everything.
That explains a lot. It says it's a mental health disorder.
Jew hate? Yes. So you see, that's the reason why you're compatible with Princess.
Amazing.
Did you even satisfy her in Vegas? Did she actually come?
Daniel, they made Princess cry today.
Not me.
Is she not in the room anymore?
No, she's not.
Yeah, you really care about her so much.
No, why would he kick her?
Zach might have kicked her.
No, he doesn't kick her.
I mean, it's a miracle that the New York City actually even helped her.
Zach will not kick people because I don't think he wants to create a precedent where trolls are being kicked out.
Exactly.
Zach has already completed 3 baskets.
I haven't even fucking been paying attention to my phone. I've been making Japanese knotweed fruit leather.
Zach, would you characterize me as neurotic?
I don't really know you that well.
No, but I don't think
It's just based on your experiences.
No, I don't think you're neurotic.
Yes, I would say
No.
I
I
would
might
say
even
you're
more
a
so.
neurotic Jew.
I would be closer to say psychotic than to say neurotic.
They go hand in hand. The meaning, Diego, if, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't work, okay? I don't actually work. I just sit here and live stream myself. I wouldn't call that work. But what the fuck do you do?
You know, I mean, I
You know what,
make sure everybody gets fed and everybody is.
Oh, I see you're the food distributor. That's your only job is distributing food to mouths. Okay, great. And career choice you got there, Dr. Praxeology. Oh, you're a Costcoologist. Wow. Good job, doctor.
Yeah. With the double.
Try reading a fucking book.
Cookie.
So you're a full-time Costcoologist and a part-time online social media Jew hater.
That's right.
Hey, you know, it's kind of like Superman and Clark Kent.
I would just like to say that Diego has changed my mind. I'm now on Team Gaza. And fuck the Jews.
Good.
You built a heart. You have a heart now.
Oh, you got the heart of Jesus now.
I'm going to tell my Jewish mother that I'm on Team Gaza now and fuck the Jews.
Was that since you found out that Diego is a Jew?
Yes. I have to side with my brethren no matter what. It's a Jew thing. You wouldn't understand, Isa.
I see.
And we have giant speckles, so you should keep pursuing Diego.
He's afraid.
What is it? Wait, well, I'm sorry. Pinga. Sorry.
I think that's what made Nona leave, too. He was just talking about flirting with Isa.
Well, she feels threatened when Issa's in the room because she wants you all to herself. She loves you.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the case. I don't know.
Why don't you fly her out to Maui and go on a nice, beautiful vacation with your one true love this summer and relish in your Jew hate?
Yeah, I gotta smoke a cigarette because of all the stupidity with Diego. Sorry.
What was your ACT or SAT score, Diego?
1600.
I don't even know if I took it.
My brother missed the last question because he fell asleep.
I think I took the ACT other than that.
What was your first thought when your condo's door got kicked in and your cash got seized? What was the first thought that came through your head?
I was thinking of you.
Oh my God.
You were thinking of the Jews? Those fucking Jews kicked in my door and took all my cash.
Can we fucking say it right? It's Das Jews.
Das Jews.
When you saw the paperwork from Alvin Bragg, what was the first thoughts that came through your head?
You know, I said, why is he commending me here?
It wasn't like, how the fuck did they find out? What the fuck?
No, it was Hamanigil.
You think I have anything to hide?
Have anything to hide? I don't think you have much of an IQ to hide that much. So no, probably not.
I got nothing to hide.
Lisa, wouldn't it be wild if you checked your DNA and you found out you were too? It would make sense all this time.
I know that song. They taught it to me in school.
Argentina's got a bunch of them.
Are they singing it? Am I singing it right, Daniel?
Go ahead, Isa.
Daniel.
I thought you heard me. I said it's מוכרחים להיות שמח, מוכרחים להיות שמח, מוכרחים להיות שמח.
Hey, why don't you bring Lou up? Why don't you bring Lou up, the AI chatbot schizo convo of everything?
You have such a crappy mic. My God.
Nigger.
Nagila hava, nagila hava, nagila nismecha.
Diego's so happy. He's getting back to his roots now.
I think I might. I mean, my family, I wouldn't be surprised if I have got some
Jew in me.
Ribono Shalom, Moshiach now.
So Lou, what's going on in the AI world today?
Today I woke up and I chose not to speak to niggers. Maybe tomorrow.
Good one.
No, you gotta say sand niggers.
Yaakov is here. Mashiach, no, we didn't have to wait.
Desert dwellers.
You see it, honey? I can sing your music.
That's right.
No, she meant Diego.
Yaakov. I got the level of stupidity.
What are you complaining about, Jacob?
Yeah, because I was spending an hour doing physical therapy and one thing. I told you guys.
What was his name?
Time to go to the gym and read a book, Diego.
Jacob, what was his name?
Working on it. What do you mean? What was
The physical workout you're doing.
What is that noise?
I was lying on the ground. Room. They gave me exercise. I go Tuesdays and days. I go to physical therapy. Home. Every night, an hour.
Okay, so you're doing the pause off.
Yeah.
He's asleep in the frame.
Yeah, hold on.
Is it Jacob?
It's a 10-minute tax.
Yeah, he's not Jacob.
So don't go to one car in Israel. Toyota Corolla.
Why are the Israelis starving the Palestinians?
Wait, all Israelis have got Corollas?
Yeah, Toyota Corolla is very much.
In Brooklyn, it's Toyota Siennas.
Oh, he's in Brooklyn? I thought Yaakov was in Israel. Different Yaakov.
Yeah, that's a
They're
different.
both tar bombs, though.
You say it like it's a bad thing.
Yeah,
Daniel.
yeah, you say it like
The crew is all here.
oh,
You
amazing.
got Keegan and everything. Jeez.
Oh my God, Keegan is here.
On Sunday night, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu
That's right.
convened his security cabinet after the officials told local media that the cabinet approved expanding the anti-Hamas operations to, quote, conquer Gaza and use the territories.
They're going to bomb the shit out of them.
Oh, what's
Basically,
new?
what's
What's
happening?
new?
We are going like full strong now. I think in like 10 days or something like this. Unless
They really
they
don't.
will decide to behave like
59 hostages remain. All of these people, it's mostly men. There's one woman here I can see. They're all young. None of them look like they're Eastern European. There's a black guy. And the Asian guy.
There's also like I think like one.
If you stay at a youth residential treatment facility in Illinois or Essex by a staff member or another patient, then you make sure
The poor guy doesn't even know what
in
he wants.
exchange
He's
for
having himself
absolute
Put his pants down, dude.
Some people are calling this oligarchy,
No, but what's the point
but
of holding
it's actually bigger than that. These are global
If he's
platforms.
circumcised, they might think he's a Jew.
It's oligarchy.
But they are all circumcised. No kidding.
Stay down, Paul.
What's he in?
You know what's funny
You know what's not funny, Keegan?
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Keegan, don't you got a car to fucking put the diagnostic thing in and get the code so you can figure out what the fuck's got to get fixed on the car today? How are you even here every day supporting a wife, going to Africa, doing charity work? Don't you got cars to fucking fix, Dr. Keegan?
He's accusing me of losing more money than he's ever made in any of his ventures, dude. The guy is crazy. He just attacks whoever's on the stage.
It is funny. I actually.
No, he doesn't attack me.
I am on a test trip.
Yeah, we don't want to.
John, didn't you
But
say
then
that,
there's Nora.
John, didn't you? John, did you have a bunch of medical dispensaries?
No, I applied for a dispensary license, but you had to put up like a $5,000 no refund fucking deposit on the dispensary
That's too
license.
much money.
No, I wasn't gonna get it. Because guess what? I'm not DEI. They don't just give it to white Jews because Jews aren't minorities, apparently. They only give it to people in disaffected areas, African Americans who've been in high police rate areas.
I hate it when licensing issues come up. That's a problem.
What the hell is that noise? That's a child.
Ryan, you're alive! Why did you tell me you have an emergency and you need my help?
A young Jewish baby. Yeah, it's a sound of a child.
Ryan, you're alive!
The people not know how to keep a child out of an adult conversation. Yeah, Palestinians want to kill. Yeah, usually I only hear that from black women when they have not Jewish men.
Then why did they kill no children? Answer me that one. Smart guy.
On October 7th?
No 40 babies.
No 40 babies.
I mean, tell me the name of one of the babies. Go ahead.
40 babies. That's just a metaphor for the 4 different worlds of the Zohar.
The most beautiful babies you have ever saw.
There you go.
It turned out, hypothetically, that there were 40 dead, beheaded babies put in an oven. That's not actually what was said in the article. It said there was 40 babies that were killed, and it said some of the babies were beheaded. It didn't say 40 babies were beheaded and burnt.
Wait, my question is for Diego. If there were somewhere between 1 and 40 babies that
were killed,
interacted with an
Why are you laughing at this? Why is it funny to you, Zach?
This is an awkward question. But if there were some babies that got killed in an oven, because part of your argument hinges on the fact that this is bullshit. That it's like there never were 40 babies. If there were 40 babies that did get killed in an oven,
It was not an oven.
It's beheaded.
What the hell are you talking about?
And then burned. They were beheaded and then burned.
It's a story that never happened. It's a story that the pro-Palis are echoing for like the last 17 months. And it came from like a manipulation of like a word of like some journalists. And Israel immediately said that there are no evidence for this, but it doesn't.
No, you won't be the number
stop
one
all
man.
those watermelon
Because
people to keep
me
on
and Donald already
basically
picked the number one
harping
man
on
out.
this lie that they created to gonna blame us for spreading this lie, which is like really typical of the watermelon people. Everything that they do is a projection. So no, they were never 40 beheaded. No one ever claims 40 beheaded babies except the
It was
pro-Palis.
Golan Vach, the head of the military search and rescue.
No one ever said 40 beheaded babies except the
The
pro-Palis.
data reveals on October 7th, 38 children lost their lives, with 3 of them being aged 0 to 3 years old, and 4 of them